Hey there, I'm Christine.
I'm Ben.
And this is Intro to Calisthenics, Upper Body. Let's hit it.
Let's hit it. Welcome everyone to Intro to Calisthenics Upper Body. Today we have 3 rounds, 5 exercises, 30 seconds each. For that first round, keep track of your reps and we'll use that to meet or beat your goal for each subsequent round. As mentioned, we've got 5 exercises today after a brief warm-up. So we've got up dog, down dog conversions, a shoulder tap, towel curls, push-ups, and seated tricep dips, which you can use a chair for. You can use on the ground. We've got a little pull-up bar back there that we can pull in, but we'll show you how to do all of that regardless of what equipment you have available to you. Speaking of equipment, we need a towel, water, and a positive attitude. As for anything else, this is calisthenics, so it is primarily bodyweight exercises today, so we really don't need much in the ways of anything else. Ready to hit into it?
I'm ready.
All right, so for our first warm-up here, we've got some arm circles. We're going to give ourselves a little bit of space so we don't whack each other. For our grip, see if you can get that open crimp grip, so close your fingers off, spread that thumb, tilt the wrist back, and we're just going to circle the arms going backwards here. Nice wide circles, keep them below the level of the shoulder.
Make sure your arms are straight out.
That's right, we don't want bends in the elbows. And we'll switch here in 3, 2, 1 to going forward. Actually, we can rotate the grip here too, so our palms are now facing down, we're moving forward. Again, keeping that grip so the fingers are turned upwards, knuckles are curled in, and then we're not going above the shoulders, not trying to flap our wings here. All right, shoulders feeling a little bit loosened up. Get those knuckles in that same position. Get them to the side of the temple, elbows flared wide. We're going to try and close them or crush our heads here. So thumbs can stay at the side of the jaw. Elbows coming in, closing as tight as you can get them. If your shoulders are tight, if your lats are tight, this is going to be a little bit harder. It's always a little bit of a good stretch. Okay, here for 3 more seconds. All right. So find yourself a nice wall available to you. I think we have one space here that is not a poster or a TV. So Christine is going to get into a wall push-up. So notice here, legs are spread a little bit more than hips width apart. Elbows are going to be facing out. So when she comes back, she's not going to be putting her elbows down, flaring those shoulders out, and just pushing into the wall, coming back up. Get the chest warmed up, get the shoulders warmed up. You're ready to do some push-ups. We'll be here for another 5 seconds or so. Go as deep as you can. Touch your nose to the wall if you want to. Careful not to S or arch your back. Notice here she's keeping a rigid spine, not coming in too far with the hips. All right, that's good there. Come on back. Nice job. All right, so first exercise, we have upward, downward dog conversions. Here's a tutorial.
Start on the ground in downward facing dog by positioning your body in a triangle. Your hands should be shoulder distance apart with your feet hips width apart. Keep your legs straight and bend your elbows slightly as you rock your body forward into upward facing dog. Open your chest upwards and straighten your arms. Keep the core engaged, roll back on the toes, and reverse the motion back into downward dog. Adjust the difficulty of this move by dropping your head lower and bending your elbows deeper during the transitions or coming up higher for less tension.
Starting here with our first exercise, upward, downward dog conversions here. So we'll get on the floor, feet hips width apart, making an A with our bodies into that downward dog position. Hands spread just as wide as the hips here, or the feet I should say, hips width apart. The closer you get to the ground with your nose, the more you bend your elbows, the more difficult this will be. Getting ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, hit. So go at your own pace, coming back and forth. Bend your elbows as much or as little as you want. You should feel this primarily in your shoulders and the deltoids and the traps. Keep an eye on those feet. Make sure you're coming up on the tippy toes. The feet are moving forward. You're not just keeping stationary at the lower body. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, done. Nice job. All right, on to shoulder taps. Here's the tutorial.
To perform a shoulder tap, start in a straight plank or push-up position. Your feet can be spread hips width apart for better balance or close together for added difficulty. Keep your back straight and butt down. Hold the left arm firmly in place with a very slight bend in the elbow, then lift the right arm and tap the left shoulder, careful not to rotate the body. Return the right hand to the floor and repeat the motion with the opposite hand and shoulder. If the balance is too difficult, try widening the gap between your feet or raising your hand only a few inches off the floor rather than the full range to the shoulder.
Alright, back on the ground. I guess we could have stayed there. In that push-up position, straight plank. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, go. Keep a steady pace, a steady cadence here. It's not a race. What you want to avoid doing is rotating out. Make sure to keep that balance. Obviously, it won't be that dramatic. But try to avoid the hip rotation. This is a good core stability move as much as it is an arm move as you keep yourself balanced there in that one arm. If this gets a little bit too difficult, you can drop down to your knees, but we're only here for 4 more seconds. 3, 2, done. All right. Up next, the towel curl.
All right.
If you have a chair, go ahead and grab it. If not, test your balance, or we can use a wall.
To perform a towel curl, start either standing or seated at the edge of a stable chair. Fold a hand towel horizontally or hot dog style and wrap it underneath the knee. Take a firm grip of both sides of the towel. Pull straight up with both arms engaging the biceps. If you're standing, lower the lifted leg back down to the floor, tapping the toe for balance, and then repeat the rep. If you don't have a towel handy, interlace your fingers under the knee and lift. This method may be more difficult while standing. To increase the difficulty of the exercise, resist the lift from your arms by pushing down with your leg.
So when it comes to biceps, everyone usually thinks the traditional bicep curl is kind of hard to do in calisthenics without a weight. What we can do is actually use a towel and use our own bodies. So Christine is going to grab a chair. I'm going to be standing here. If I have the towel or you have the towel, wrap it under that leg, under the knee. Christine's going to interlace her fingers under the knee in 5, 4, 3, 2, hit it. Now if you're in the standing party here, go ahead and tap that foot back down each rep, unless your balance is exceptional. You can keep yourself way up there. Try and pull equally with both hands. Christine's getting that knee as high as she can go. And if you want added tension, use your leg to kind of force yourself back down. Fight against your hands, fight against the towel. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, nice work. Alrighty, up next, the push-up.
To perform a push-up, start on the ground in a straight plank position. Position the hands facing forward underneath the shoulders. Your feet should be together and balanced on the toes to allow your body to rock forward on the downward motion. Keep yourself as one consistent straight line from the head to the heels. Lower the body by bending the elbows, making certain that you're not dipping or arching the hips up or down. Your body should rock forward slightly on the toes. Drop as low as you are able to go, then keep your core engaged and push back up to the starting position. Careful not to arch or S your back while pushing up. Decrease your range of motion by dropping only a few inches until this move gets easier. Try your best to stay on your toes rather than dropping to your knees in order to progress the range of motion.
If you have never done a push-up before, or if you've never been good at push-ups, that's okay, you will work up to it. Just have the confidence and faith in yourself that you will get there. What I don't want to see you do is drop to your knees and do the modified push-up like this. If at any point it gets too difficult, or if you can't get that full range of motion, decrease your range of motion, don't go down as low. I'm perfectly fine if you're just here and coming down an inch and coming back up. That will work you into a full push-up more than going down to your knees will. So as we get there, even if that modified push-up gets a little bit too difficult, just keep that full plank position, work the shoulders a little bit. You will progress there, I promise. All right, ready to start?
I'm ready.
Get down to the floor. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, let's hit it. So go as low as you can. And remember, if you need to, decrease that range of motion. So Christine's going to show us a halfway here. Try and fight that urge to drop down to your knees and do these. Keep that range of motion if you can. If not, halfway. If not, a quarter of the way. I'd rather see you here and drop it down to the knees for only 10 more seconds. I know this is difficult. Fight through it. 5, 4, 3, 2, done. Nice job. Those do get easier, I promise. All right, up next we have the seated dip.
To perform a seated dip, sit on the floor with your legs in front of you. Position your hands just behind you with the fingers pointing outward. Have your knees bent in front of you or the legs straight out in front for added difficulty. Push up with your arms until your hips are off the floor and the arms are straight. Slowly return yourself back to the ground and repeat the motion. Experiment with different foot and leg positioning to find a difficulty that feels best for you. If the move is too difficult, decrease your range of motion on the upward push of the rep.
If you have yourself a handy little Iron Gym type over-the-door pull-up bar, these are great for seated floor dips. If not, you can just take a seat on the floor. Ankles out in front of you here. You don't have to have straight, rigid legs. You can have bent legs. You don't need to tabletop yourself. Make sure your fingers are pointing outwards and not back. We're starting here in 5, 4, 3, 2, hit it. So as this gets more difficult, as the duration of the exercise goes on, remember you can always decrease your range of motion. Don't come up as high, but don't just drop yourself down to the floor. Have some control. We're only here for 10 more seconds. Fight through the burn. 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice job. That is it for round 1.
All right, time to do it all over again.
Time to do it all over again. We'll give ourselves a full minute here. Get some water. Use your bicep towel to mop your face off. Turn our props here. Whoop. Remember, if at any point you need to, you can always pause the video, come back when you caught your breath, come back when you feel your arms again. If this is your first time doing these types of calisthenic motions, it's going to be a little bit difficult. Keep pushing, keep having faith in yourself, take a break if you need to, come on back, you will get this. We're here for about 15 more seconds. Catch your breath, shake your arms out. And then we are back down on the ground for that upward downward dog conversion here in 3, 2, 1, hit it. So try and remember what you got on round 1. Remember you're trying to meet or beat a rep score. If you need to, just decrease that range of motion. You don't even have to dip your nose. Just switch back and forth between that upward and downward dog. But if you can, try and drop that nose some. Bend those elbows as low as you can go. And fight through the burn for 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Done. Nice job. Give ourselves a 30-second break here. You can probably stay on the floor for the shoulder taps. I like to stand. Alright, back down, here we go. Give ourselves another 15 seconds or so. Remember, hips width for hands and feet. Avoid that rotation, try and fight against it. Keep yourself rigid here in 5, 4, 3, 2, hit it. We're about a third of the way in. Keep an eye on what I'm doing. Make sure you're not doing it. Don't rotate. Try and fight that. Keep a rigid body. Keep that plank.
Try to keep that butt down.
Yep, nice straight back, straight line. We're here for 5 more seconds. Push through. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, under the towel curl. Go run and get the chair. Remember, if you need to, pause the video while you go get your furniture. Luckily, I have my handy towel here nearby. Whether you're using the towel or using the chair, use the towel on the chair, whether you're standing, I should say, using the chair. Make sure to get that good depth in there in 3, 2, hit it. Same thing as before. For the standing crew, go ahead and tap that foot back down on the floor. For our seated crew, get that knee as high as you can go. Fight back against your arms and pushing down with the leg. Resist that urge to lift. We're here for 10 more seconds about. 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice job. Rearrange your furniture, get your floor space back. Because we are down for some push-ups next. Remember, you can pause the video if you need to take a break or get some water. All right, 15 seconds here left in our break. heading down to the floor. Remember, try to stay off those knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, hit it. If you need to, decrease that range of motion. Halfway is fine. The more you do this, the easier it will get. Just doing the full range of motion there. This is a quarter. Just moving the shoulders and the elbows here a little bit. Perfectly fine. We're here for 10 more seconds. Fight through it. If you need to, hold that plank position. It's a good rest here. We're here for 5 more seconds. Try and knock out a few more. 3, 2, done. Nice job. Don't worry, only one more round of those. All right, into our tricep dips. If you have some equipment, feel free to take them out. If not, floor is always a good option. You can elevate the body with the chair a little bit, make this even deeper, even harder. 10 seconds left in our break. It goes so fast. Ready in 3, 2, 1, hit it. So remember, our fingers are pointing outwards. Elbows not flying too far out past the body here. We can be straight leg, we can be bent leg. Remember to maintain that control on the way down. We don't want to up and just drop. If you need to, decrease the range of motion. Come halfway and come down. As long as you're moving, that's what counts. Shaking them out here for 3 more seconds. Fight through it. 2, 1, done. Ooh, that's a burner. All right, that is the end of round 2.
Oh, one more to
Sit on the
go.
floor. One more to go. All right. Get yourself some water. Let's see if this can stay in place this time. All right. As last time, you can pause the video, catch your breath, get some water, and then come back. We've got 30 seconds or so left on the clock for a break. $20 seconds to go into that upward downward dog. Get a nice spot on the floor here. This is the last round. Whatever you got the last 2 times, try your best to meet or beat it. We're here in 5, 4, 3, 2, hit it. Do your best to keep moving if you have to. Remember, don't bend the elbows. Just come back and forth. If you still have energy to spare, get them down, get as low as you can go with that nose. More than halfway done here. In fact, we only have 10 more seconds. Fight through for 5, 4, 3, 2, done. Whew. Glad those are over. All right, shoulder taps. We keep getting up. We don't need to.
The blood's returned to the rest of my body.
Truth. All right, 10 seconds left here on our break. Getting into that push-up position here. Feet and hands hip width apart, hands under the shoulders. Ready in 3, 2, 1, hit it. Happy keeping that push-up position, keeping our butt down, keeping that plank straight. The arms might be wobbling, they might be quivering. That's good, it means you're here, it means you're working. That's how they get stronger. We're almost done, 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Nice job. I think now we can stand.
I think so.
Wanna grab that chair?
I'm gonna do this just standing
All
with
right.
my knee.
Good test of our balance here.
Need a little work on that.
And we'll revert back to the towel method, folded hot dog style. Most difficult part is just getting the towel in place. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, hit it. Doing well there. Don't break your concentration. Third of the way done. Pull as high as you can. Remember, you can always decrease that range of motion. Control the rep, own the downward motion, don't just drop it. Here for 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice balance.
Whew. My dominant leg.
All right, nice work. That is the last one of those. Now we have our push-ups. Get some blood back in the body there. Shaking up the arms. Come on down here into the push-up position. Remember with these, go as low as you can go. Do not feel like you have to force it. We'll get our nice shoulder width stance here. 5, 4, 3, 2, hit it. Remember to go as low as you can go. Whether that's 1 inch, 2 inches, all the way down, or just barely moving. That's all good. What matters is that you're here and that you're moving. We're about halfway done. Remember, if you're here, just moving out a little bit, perfectly fine. Avoid dropping to those knees. Move what you can move. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, done. Nice job. That is the end of the push-ups, thankfully.
No more of those.
No more of those. I promise you they get easier as you keep doing them. Just in different days, though. It'll get easier throughout the day. All right, we've got our seated dip up next. You want the extra bonus this time?
Yes, please.
All right, I will do the floor. Come on down, get a nice seated position here. Remember the fingers pointing out. Starting in 3, 2, 1, hit it. Make sure as we're coming down that we control the rep. Slowly lowering ourselves back down to the floor, not just dropping yourself. Keep the legs out in front of you for a little added tension, or bring them in a little added height. Only here for 9 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, that's it. Nice job. So we have survived. Feel the burn of the triceps. We've made it through all 3 rounds, all 5 exercises. Excellent job, strong work, way to push through. But we are not done because we have a mystery bonus exercise. What is our mystery bonus today?
Our mystery bonus, we are converting from a Sphynx plank to a standard plank.
That is right, so a Sphynx plank. We are down in that push-up position, but on our elbows. Fingers are pointing out to the front here. Kind of like the Sphynx. Have you ever seen a picture of that? Hope you have. Coming up into a push-up position. Whatever arm you go down on, for example, coming down here on the left arm, I'm going to use to push back up, and then I'll alternate arms. So go down to the right, come up on the right. You can have your feet spread for extra balance, your feet together for a little added difficulty. Whatever you feel like you can push through at the time. All right, we'll give yourself another 15 seconds here to get some water, get a towel, take a breather.
Get ready for that bonus.
Yep. And then that is it. Starting here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and come up on the left, down on the right, up on the right, down on the left, up on the left. Keep that alternation going. Don't worry about matching our speed. Do what feels right for you. We're more than halfway done. Remember, those feet can be wide, they can be together. Wide will give you a little extra balance. Here for 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and done. Nice job. So we have made it through all 3 rounds now, and our bonus. That concludes the workout for today. Great job. Get some blood back in the arms. Upper body is not easy. No matter if you're just doing this for the first time, if you're coming back to it after a break, or if this is your 100th day working out the upper body, it's always good because you can always increase the depth, increase the range of motion. No matter what you're doing, you can make it easier or more difficult. Just depends how much you want to push. Whew, feel good?
Feel great.
So thank you guys for joining us today. Just because the workout is over does not mean the lifestyle gets to end. So your mystery challenge for the rest of the week is stand up at least 2 minutes every hour. Keep moving throughout the day. Whether you're at a desk job or you're at home throughout the weekend, whatever you're doing, make sure at least every hour you stand up for 2 minutes. Try and walk around if you can, but that extra standing, that extra movement movement will leave you feeling much better throughout the day. So thank you guys for joining us. Please remember to press like and subscribe. That helps us keep making these videos for you. And as always, if there's anything you would like to see us do, leave a comment below, and we'll make sure to get those videos out to you at a later date. No matter where you are in your fitness journey, you'll always fit in with us. Thanks for joining, and we will see you next time. Bye.